Hey guys, and welcome to another season of the Us People podcast. I'm your host, Savia Rocks, and in this season, we uncover the remarkable power of genuine compassion and insightful vision. This season, we're here to show the world that we, as individuals, are the brand, regardless of misconceptions. Join us as we go deep into the inspiring journeys of our guests, each one a testament to the impact and influence of kindness and creativity. Don't just take my word for it. Hear their stories, feel their passion, and discover the transformative potential within us all. So stay tuned as we shine a light on the truths that connects us and inspires change. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Us People podcast. I'm your host, Savia Rocks, and today I spontaneously want to talk about why people lie. It was something that came into my mind randomly, not even so long ago, where I just sat down and I thought to myself, there's been a lot of times where I thought to myself, why do people lie? And I even thought about things when I was younger, and I know that there are a lot of times where I would lie about things, and I would ask myself afterwards, why did I even lie about that particular thing? What did I have to prove by lying? But then I realized that lies can hurt people. I realized that lies put you yourself in a very vulnerable position. For example, you tell one lie, you have to cover another lie with another lie, and then another lie with another lie. And it doesn't help you at all. I think we come to understand that lying doesn't always benefit us in the ways that we think they will. And for me, I've never had a pleasant experience of lying, because maybe it's because I have a conscience. There are people who lie continuously throughout their lives and just don't give a damn, to be fair. And continuously lie because they feel like if they lie, it will get them to the place that they need to be. And I know sometimes they say, in order for you to get to where you want to be, sometimes you have to tell a white lie. But how big does that white lie become when you need to cover that lie with another lie and another lie with another lie, just in order for you to get to where you want to become? So I want to talk about the reasons why people lie, and some of them are down to fear and insecurity, avoiding judgment. Sometimes when we lie, we avoid a personal attack against us. Rather than us becoming defensive, we rather lie and say we have something or we've done something, and even though we have or have not done it, we lie about it just to cover our own selves. Or some people will say cover your own arse. But I know definitely fear and insecurities can bring the pain of truth, and that's another one as well. People lie because they don't want people to find out the truth of who they are, or they don't want people to know what truth is about them. And that's something that we learn as we get older. I learned, funny enough, that when I was younger and I told lies about things that I didn't even need to, how it hurt people and how I saw their reactions on their face, body, mind and soul, of telling a lie that I didn't need to tell. And I realized that I lost friends through telling these continuous silly lies, just to try and cover things or try to make myself feel better than what I am, or bigger than what I am at a young age. When I got older, I realized I don't need to. It's funny, as you get older, you realize, and that's the beautiful thing about life, is getting older and realizing what you've done when you were younger is not necessarily the key to success or gaining someone's trust. in the way that you want them to, or to loving you, and lying just to make someone love you, it doesn't feel good. And everyone's got a different way of understanding what that is. And some people, like I said, they will lie through their teeth continuously because they don't care about how other people will feel. I think they just want, what they want is self-gain, and they want that. But for me, it didn't work like that. It didn't work that way. Every time I felt like I lied, I was hurting someone, and then I felt I was losing people through silly lies. And as I got older, I realized I didn't need to do this anymore. And that's when I realized my full potential of always being honest and telling the truth. There is a satisfaction of always being able to tell the truth and owning up to your truths and not denying when you've done something wrong, and being accountable, responsible, and having a definition of being trustworthy to yourself and to other people. You become an ally to people because they know that they can trust you, and being able to do that is something that other people will appreciate and understand. You're not manipulating, and these are the other things. Lie comes with manipulation. It's a big factor to control other people's perceptions and giving people false images, and it doesn't rest easy with me in my heart. So being able to always now tell the truth on things helped me more. Also, people lie for personal gain, as we all know. That's most of the key. Number one is self-gain. Social reasons, to be present, to avoid hurt and feelings, or to be able to fit in. People lie about things to make themselves feel good, to avoid punishment and negative outcomes as well is another one. And there's so many other key factors, but what I'm trying to say is this: to feel whole, to feel present, to sleep well at nighttime. Let's look at it that way. To sleep well at nighttime, to not lose people that you love and care about. Understand what responsibility is of telling the truth and not having self-gain. Understand what not having jealousy is, because someone is a certain way and you lie, or you want to talk bad about them or who they are as a person. And there's a lot of people in the world who get jealous of people who have, like I say, a beautiful light that shines, and they lie about them, and it's unfair, it's unkind, it's failure to yourself, and you don't even realize. Another thing is that when you lie, you don't just hurt another person, you're hurting yourself. All the words that you say give effect not just to the person that you're hurting, but to your own body and your own soul. And it's so important about what you say and how you say it in the universe and to yourself, because these will have an effect on your soul, and you might not even realize. Maybe you're not there, or maybe you're not on that spiritual journey yet, but eventually you will, and you'll start to realize that you're not just upsetting people, you're also upsetting your own soul. And why would you want to do that? And like I said, we all go through a different journey in life, and sometimes it's just about learning as we go along. But the more people you hurt is the more people you're going to have to say sorry to later on down the road. And some of them will be forgiven and some of them just won't. And you can't blame a person for not wanting to forgive you. They have to learn that in their own time, of whether they do or do not want to support you and say, I forgive you. I've noticed that a lot of the time, people, when they're in their younger years, will do loads of hurtful things to you. And then as they get older, only because they're getting weak and unable to sustain, the energy of who they are and the strength of who they are, then they start to say sorry, because they're getting older, they're getting weaker. And they want someone to look after them, or they want to be forgiven. But if they were still in that younger age of who they were back then, and still were doing those things, would they even consider saying sorry to you? And it's a question to ask yourself a lot of the time, is, if I was strong and able, and even though I'm doing all these hurtful things, if I was not strong, would I then, only then, turn around on my deathbed and say to people, oh, I'm sorry? And I think it's taking accountability when you are in your strength, in your youth, and understanding that. And I know, like I said, that life is a process that we go through and able to learn and understand and become wise and love people and give positivity when we can. But at the same time, it's learning to be responsible. Don't be horrible and have power because it's been given to you, or because you have money, or because you feel like you're in a comfortable position and someone is giving you power. So when you're in that comfortable position, you feel like you can say anything to anyone at any time, and then you take accountability, but not as much as you should, because you kind of blasé it off, because you don't really care about the other people's feelings, because you're in that power at the moment, because you feel comfortable, because you've been given that power. And this is the thing I always say to people, that power can be given to you today and taken away from you tomorrow. So when you lose your power, is that when you're going to say sorry? Why couldn't you say sorry when you had the power and been responsible? So when we lie, these are many things that we need to think about. And before you lie, think about the repercussions of what that lie is going to do to somebody that you care about. And it's so important that we start to understand and learn, why do we lie? What are we going to get from the lie? Years from now, are we going to say that lie, or are we going to have responsibility of having to use that lie again when that same subject comes up? And it does. Don't think for a second that when you don't lie today, 5 years down the line, that same lie can come up that you're going to need, and you might forget it by then because your memory gets a little weak, or you forget. So this is why I say to you, if you tell the truth, you own it. You say it. Yeah, I did it. And what next? The person can't really say anything to you because you've done it. You've owned up to it. And even if they do, at least you can walk away happy and sleep easy because you've known you've told the truth. So all I'm saying is, guys, is just be accountable for what you say to people, how you say it to people. And if you're going to lie, own up to your lie. And when you're in the wrong, say you're wrong, to be fair. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. There's nothing wrong with you not having something in your life. There's nothing wrong with admitting who you are and not having as much as another person. You don't have to lie. A person will love you for who you are, not what you have, depending on the people that you have around you, to be quite fair. So from me to you, I'll say just keep being you as your own authentic person. Own up to who you are as a person, and continue to be kind to one another, which I say every time. This is Savia Rocks.
Society has made me want to validate me from my illusion that awaits me, from how the people will perceive me. It's my illusion that awaits me. With ourselves, our mental health is silencing us from our heart. Social media is taking our time from connecting with each other soul to soul. Why we dance on TikTok, strike a post on Instagram, fight the web on a Twitter feed, link a thing on Snapchat. Why we dance on TikTok, strike a post on a Instagram, fight the web on a Twitter feed, link a thing on Snapchat. Why we dance on TikTok? Inside me, but the social media's corrupting me from being who I am every day. Different possibilities within inside me. We fight in our war with ourselves.